Please quote me accurately if you're going to quote this. If Brock Lesnar were to stay in UFC, I think a title match would be imminent in his future if he gets by another heavyweight. And if that's the case, I would imagine that if Brock Lesnar were the UFC World Heavyweight Champion, it would behoove Vince McMahon to understand how much money he would be worth also as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. How would I book Brock Lesnar to do so? I tell him enter the cage and kick this guy's ass like he kicked Mark Hunt's ass. That's a dangerous word to say, brother. And I don't like to make fun of Samoans because they're really tough people, and they're one generation removed from cannibal. So I don't like messing with Samoans, but it's a dangerous word to say. And the word, by the way, is much more upsetting in the United States than the word is here. So for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying, when you're driving home tonight, you think, oh, I know what he meant by that. How would I book it? I'd book it the same way we book Brock Lesnar all the time. I'd put him in the ring and say Suplex City, and he'd dump somebody on their head 15, 16 times, and I'd count it, and I'd come on TV and say, eat, sleep, suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat. And then we'd go to UFC and he'd beat somebody's ass up from the World Heavyweight Champion. As for The Undertaker, the creative process behind it. Here's something funny. Even Vince McMahon was asked this question by Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Vince gave kind of, it's time to get back to the industry, and when it's time to get back to the industry, you get back to the industry, like Andre the Giant gave the Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3. In other words, Vince didn't really answer the question. There's only a very select people that understand what happened that night. The referee's not one of them. The music guy is not one of them. Vince McMahon is one of them. The Undertaker, who collapsed behind, not the shoot, collapsed behind the curtain, was taken to the hospital for a shoot. Vince McMahon left WrestleMania before Daniel Bryan was crowned champion because the Undertaker was taken out in an ambulance and we didn't know how bad of a situation we were facing. Undertaker knows what happened that night. I know what happened that night. Brock Lesnar knows what happened that night. Now, here's the funny question. If so few people know, why would we ever open up the secret of what happened? So let me plant a little doubt in your minds where you sit there and say, is Heyman telling us something we're not supposed to know? Or is he just fucking with our heads? So let me ask you this. How do you know it was a creative process? How do you know that was supposed to happen? How do you know? You may think you know, but do you know you know? What would have happened at WrestleMania 30 if Brock Lesnar said, fuck it, I'm taking it on him. I'm gonna dump him on his head, I'm gonna knock him out, then I'm gonna F5 him, I'm gonna hook his leg, and I'm gonna pin him for real, and nobody's gonna be able to fire me, because once I beat that streak, how could they fire me? Now, ask yourself this question. I always joke around, and I say, work or shoot, the finish is the same. Because when it comes to Brock Lesnar, work or shoot, the finish is usually the same. So let's say that was Brock Lesnar's mindset that night. Let's say Brock Lesnar said, I don't want to lose, I'm going to win. And they can't do anything about it because they can't fire me if I just beat the streak because I'm the guy everybody's going to talk about. Do you think he can't do it? Do you think The Undertaker would be able to stop Brock Lesnar from taking that victory? Could anybody in WWE stop Brock Lesnar from taking that victory? And what if, this is not the ant with the balls if, this is a true question. What if that's what happened? What would the reaction be? Wouldn't the reaction be exactly what it was? That The Undertaker needed a year just to get his head back into the game? Because he wasn't that badly injured. He went home the next day. He was hurt. He was hospitalized. But he went home the next day. He didn't need a year off, but he took it. why. Yeah, this is like the Kennedy assassination. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. But the one that I'm offering has never been offered in public before. So I'll say it for the fourth time of the evening. Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants to do. And what if on that night, in front of the whole world, live, on the first WrestleMania offered on the network, what if Brock Lesnar decided, I'm going to do what I want to do? What if